Am I the a-hole for telling my friend to stop insisting that I was SA'd? I, 20F, just started my junior year in college. I live in an apartment with 3 other girls, 2 of them being close friends. The 4th roommate, who I will call Lee, is someone we found on Instagram this past summer. We quickly became friends with Lee, but one thing I noticed about her is that she is a bit overprotective of us. Every time we go out, she is constantly on high alert. She doesn't trust anyone and insists that we must keep eyes on each other at all times. While it can get annoying, I do appreciate her being so caring. Until last night. We all went to a party. I was hoping to see a guy from class. We had spoken earlier and he told me he'd be there. He was there. We ended up flirting, talking all night. We were obviously drinking and we even took a few shots together. We started making out and he led me to a room where we started to hook up. About 10 minutes in, Lee started banging on the door and demanding to come inside. I opened the door frantically, thinking that something bad happened. She yelled at me to put my clothes on and started yelling and screaming at the guy, calling him a dirty fucking scumbag. I tried to tell her to shut up and leave, but I was afraid she'd make a scene, so I just grabbed my clothes and left with her after quickly apologizing to him. I was mortified. She tried to get our other roommates to leave, but I insisted that everything was fine and that they should stay. On the walk home, Lee insisted that I was so drunk and that I couldn't consent, and she was trying to get me to admit that I was a victim. I admit I was drunk, but I very much knew what I was doing and I wanted to hook up with him. I told her to drop it and let me just go to bed because she embarrassed me, and I didn't want to talk to her in the moment. When our roommates came home, Lee gave them shit for not leaving together as a group and told them that I was taken advantage of. At this point, I was laughing at how ridiculous she was being, and my friends laughed with me and told Lee to chill. This morning, Lee wouldn't drop it. She wants me to report him. She said she'd go with me. I told her that she's mistaken, and that the guy was probably just as drunk as me, so, by her logic, which one of us is the rapist? She continued to tell me that I was more drunk than him. She keeps treating me like a victim. At first, I was trying so hard to be nice and appreciative of her concern, while also explaining that she was wrong. But enough was enough. She was texting me while I was in class, and I finally responded and said, "This is the last time I'm going to respond to your nonsense. We were 2 people who wanted to hook up, and we happened to be drunk. I don't want to hear another word about this. I don't know what is going on in your life, but it seems like you're projecting, and it needs to stop now. You are not my mother. I was perfectly capable of making my own decisions last night, and you made an assumption that led to ruining my night, his night, and embarrassing all of us. I am an adult, and I am telling you that you are wrong. You have no right to tell me that I'm a victim after I've told you many times that I am not. It is insulting to me that you believe you can write a false narrative about my own experience. I will no longer entertain this conversation, and I will be taking a break from going to parties with you for a while. I will see you back home later." She did not respond. I haven't spoken to her since. We have been avoiding each other in the house. My other 2 roommates are trying to act like all is normal, but there is definitely tension. They have privately told me that they agree that she went way too far and she really needs to chill, but they just want to keep the peace. They also told me that she's been texting them trying to get them to support me, and they've told her to leave it alone. Am I the a-hole?